Hey, Lartland family, Pastor Ethan here with another Walk the Path video from Sunday's message. This week, we looked at Acts chapter 2, verses 42 through 47, about the early church, what they looked like, how they met, their form and function. And we had Dallas here sharing with us in the message. And so we're going to talk a little bit about how we can live this out this week. Dallas?
I guess we start with the new favorite word, koinonia. What is fellowship? How do we fellowship? Kind of the two-factor phase we talked about is the temple or the church, and then the small groups, breaking bread, communion in the small groups, in the path groups at each other's homes. I think that's how we really focus on walking the path this week is that two-factor fellowship. The church, yes, of course, every Sunday, but then really it's about getting together with brothers and sisters in Christ in those small groups, in the path groups, and in Bible studies, and in men and women's prayer groups.
Yeah, and I would encourage on a follow-up on that. The question, I think, is, are you in regular fellowship with brothers and sisters in Christ? And maybe you're not in a path group, but maybe you can start by making a phone call, calling and just having a conversation with somebody. And you can shoot the breeze, catch up on life, but then talk about spiritual, eternal things as well, things that really matter. And so in that way, you can take steps towards maybe becoming more involved, building deeper relationships here in the church. And I think that's one of the most important things we can do. And I'll say what Dallas also said on Sunday, is I'm begging you, get involved in a path group, get involved in some sort of prayer group or men's or women's, because that's really going to be probably the most transformative thing you can do. Anything else you want to say?
If you do get involved, it changes the dynamic of church. It makes it, instead of, again, we talked about it, instead of being a church goer, you're a church member. And it really makes it feel like home. When I first was coming here, I was just coming on Sundays, it didn't really feel like home yet. I knew I liked it here, I liked the way it was operated, but I wasn't really a member of the family until I started getting involved with coffee, and then going to people's houses. I mean, for Thanksgiving is how it started. And then I joined a path group. And once I joined that path group, that's when I really got to know other brothers and sisters in the church. That's when I really got connected. And that's when my walk with the Lord really took off.
So there you have it. Get involved, build some relationships. There's a lot of people I've met over the years that often complain about feeling disconnected. And those are usually the very same people that don't do anything to get connected. And so don't be one of those people. Step out, step forward, get connected. And with that, we love you. We'll see you this next week as we begin Acts chapter 3. And have a great week.